Hi everybody, this is Ravi Nallapreddy and Sai Pradeep from Precision Academy. Today we are going to discuss fiscal consolidation. Question: what is fiscal consolidation? What are the measures taken so far in this direction? Suggest measures to achieve fiscal consolidation in India. What is fiscal consolidation? Let me go to the definition of it, which is given by OECD report. Fiscal consolidation is defined as concrete policies aimed at reducing government deficits and debt accumulation. That is the definition. So, we aim to reduce government deficits, both fiscal deficit and revenue deficit. Fiscal consolidation is a process where government's fiscal health is getting improved and is indicated by, how do we know fiscal health is getting improved? By reduced fiscal deficit. So, fiscal deficit goes down and then fiscal health goes up. Improved tax revenues, how we achieve it? Improved tax revenue realization, better aligned expenditure. So, we will properly spend this money and get more money to the government. These are the two components of fiscal consolidation. What is the background? Like India witnessed very high fiscal deficit after 1991, like we had that BOP crisis, and then subsequently even after 97, 98 we had global recessions and that challenges. So, in that time this concept has gained momentum, and then high fiscal deficit led to inflation, crowding out. So, crowding out happens like when government need money, it starts taking, and then everybody will give money to government, that means purchase bonds. So, others will not have much money. So, that is what happens in crowding out and debt unsustainability. See, you have to start paying interest every year. So, it is really unsustainable to have more and more debt to the government. And then what happened? Ministry of Finance has given guidelines in 2001. So, it stated that medium term fiscal reform program, medium term fiscal reform program, medium term fiscal reform program, MTFRP. It is aimed at reducing wasteful expenditure. So, they wanted to reduce wasteful expenditure by cutting low priority spendings and improving tax collections. So, that is what I told you. So, these two are primarily focused to increase fiscal consolidation. So, improving efficiency in tax collection, but this did not succeed because of some design issues. So, they had set a tag, for example, flat target for every state. Some states, so it has to be differentiated based on the capabilities of each state, but they have given a flat target. So, that is one of the reasons why it did not work. And what happened? Consecutively, all finance commissions are trying to handle this issue. In the 11th Finance Commission in 2000, they recommended an incentive fund. So, in terms of, so they had this fiscal reform facility. They started this concept of fiscal reform facility. It allotted 15% of grant to states by linking to performance. So, any state performs better in this particular parameter, they get 15% of grant, they link that. So, they started the fiscal reform facility. So, again it also had some design flaws and it did not work out. And then 12th Finance Commission, so consecutively all finance commissions are talking about this particular issue, means this issue did not get fixed. So, from 2000 onwards there is some effort going on which shows that it did not get fixed. So, 12th Finance Commission, they recommended debt write-off. So this is what we see, like farmers debt waivers schemes, something like that. So states, they wanted to start with a clean slate, let's waive off, so and improve states fiscal prudence, but every state has to enact fiscal responsibility law and try to eliminate revenue deficits. That is the condition, then only they get this write-off. That's the proposal that 12th Finance Commission has come up with. The quantum of payment is linked to state's performance, so it's not like total waive off. So based on their performance, they will get some debt waived off. And then 13th Finance Commission, what they recommended, 2 debt relief measures. So first one is interest rates. So they consolidate everything into National Small Savings Fund and then reset to 9%. It was more than 9 and in those days, so they wanted to bring it down and consolidate into from multiple debts to just one debt. And then second one is debt write-off with respect to central loans, whatever central loans. So if this also is available only if states enact Fiscal Responsibility and Budgetary Management Act, FRBM. So this is a central act, every state has to enact their own FRBM acts. So if they have done that, then only they will be eligible. Then 14th Finance Commission, they suggested a fiscal consolidation roadmap. So and they have put a ceiling on fiscal deficit to 3% of GDP from 2016-17 onwards. They suggested, this 14th Finance Commission has suggested 3% of GDP should be the limit. And then now we are into 15th Finance Commission. It recommended 2.5% of share of tax efforts in horizontal devolution, that should be based on this performance. And then we had N.K. Singh committee is formed. 15th Finance Commission has formed N.K. Singh committee for fiscal consolidation roadmap. This committee has to come up with this roadmap. So one more committee, one more effort. Let's see what's going to happen. And then we need to talk about FRBM Act 2003. This requires that central government fiscal deficit to be reduced to 3% of GDP. Now we are talking about it in 15th Finance Commission. Now in 2003 itself there was an act for that, FRBM Act, and then revenue deficit should be reduced to 0.5% of GDP, and then it should be eliminated by 2013-14, but we still have this issue. So what happened to this FRBM Act? And then it mandates government to present statements on medium term fiscal policy, the macroeconomic framework, the fiscal policy strategy statement in each financial year for more transparency in principles of accounting and accountability. All this it's a good act if it is implemented properly. This act gave a window for central government to deviate from set targets during unforeseen challenges. For example, we have this COVID situation. This is a genuine situation, but what governments do, what consecutive governments are doing from 2000 onwards, they are postponing, they are making use of this escape clause. There is some escape clause. So rather than implementing this, they are postponing. So we will do it from 2012, and then they on that year they say from 2015, or they will take more and more and more time. So in the budget, every budget they talk about it. So as per 2020-21, this fiscal deficit will be 3.5 and revenue deficit 2.7%. In 20 it would be 3.1% and 1.9% in 22-23. So these are the changes they keep on doing, and We will have another session exclusively for FRBM Act. We need to understand it better. So, why it failed and what they aimed for, how it works, what if it does not happen. So, Controller and Auditor General keeps coming and saying, generally you can see in recent report also they mentioned you are supposed to have only this much of deficit as per FRBM Act, but you exceeded. So, that kind of some authority, constitutional authority is taking care of, but there are some loopholes. We need to look into that in detail in a separate session. Now, what measures we need to do to achieve fiscal consolidation? These are bit generic: increase the efficiency of tax collection, improve tax to GDP ratio, and reduce wasteful expenditure. Low priority items should be reduced, and then restrict borrowings for only capital expenditure. So, reduce the debt to GDP ratio. This is how we want to achieve it. Thank you for joining. We will join again and discuss on some other interesting topic. Till such time, bye bye.